Today we are going to give this a really quick update. I am here in my hotel room. Yeah, we're on vacay. I got the wife and the little munchkin running around. We just got back. We're in Southern California. It is nice. And how's everybody doing? Mark, Chris, L, how's everybody doing? Yeah, it is Kevin. All right, so let's take a look. So I'm just going to go over a few really quick charts that we have here. Okay, so this is what I just posted up in the members section. So if you take a look, what I did is I did a comparison for the last time we were at this level. So here's the bubble chart. Taking a look at the bubble charts, here's, you see we came down, we dipped, very similar to this over here. We bounced back up just like these happened here. Now this one did drop a lot deeper, came back and it got rejected, bounced down lower. This was a very shallow retracement. This is a little deeper. This one just a little farther, then got rejected again. Look at how perfectly the bubble chart has been working. This held up absolutely amazing. All the rejections. Now we've come back down. We are looking to go lower here. So we've got two possibilities. So we're going to go over here and we're going to take a look at, sorry. Click it. Let me delete this. All right, so we came back down and I want to show you what happened the last time. So here's exactly what happened. Red circle, red circle, red circle, red circle. You see we got this little dip. You got this final little dip down. So you got the dip from here to there, dip from here to there. So we're partway in this dip right here, right? We have already moved a little bit in this dip right here. This dip looks like it has a ways to go. So you got a little way to go down here to get down here. Now, if you're going to come down here and touch this right here, you know, I'll be looking 6,700-ish possibly, somewhere in there, 66, 6,700. We come down here, get a little deeper. This was last time we did see a very substantial drop. Let's take a look at the last time this fell out at this range. This drop from right here was 778 points. That's a pretty substantial drop. Last time this one fell out right here. This one fell at 593 points. So as of yet, right now, we have fallen out a total whopping... let's see, where did this thing fall out from? Let's see. This is a little tougher right here because I want to see it's only, no. So it did come out over here. Okay, so we have fallen out technically a total of 340 points this time. Okay, so we've fallen out technically 340 points. Here's this one over here. Yep, so this to this right here. Let's see here. Oh, no. This is a little bit shorter. Sorry, it was down here. This is down right in here. So this is deep. This is really deep in here. See, there it is. So this total drop right here was not that much. You were talking 380 points. Very limited dip. And then the rally on this, so we can take a look at the rally point on this was... this went all the way back up 748 points there. So got a pretty decent climb here. 725 there. And we haven't yet retraced on this one over here. So our average retracement is about 700 points. So without seeing any of this previously or lining all this up on the bubble charts, you guys can see kind of this is one of the ways I'd kind of worked out my targets over here. You know, I was looking for now 700 points. If we do find a 700 point bounce over here, we're going to, just depends on how far down we go, right? So if we get our little tool out here, we go from, oh, come on tool, select. Sorry, I'm on my laptop. Seriously? There we go. Oh, I see what I did. Dang it. There we are. All right, sorry, I'm on my laptop here. All right, if we were to bounce from down here, 700 points, look, takes us right back up into So we're going to go right back up into this, right into these moving averages right here. And that's funny because when you come over here and you look, every time this traced back up, it went right up into the moving averages. So we're right here. We're on the moving averages. Now, here's what we got to watch out for. If we fall back down here, right? If we fall back down right here, we go deep. If we go down substantially deeper, then we could possibly we got to be careful retracing back up to this 100 here. So I'm going to warn you, if we trace too deep, we're going to come back up and possibly the 100 MA would be our top line. Now we do have something we need to be we are going to have a death cross here in a few minutes. So look, if we just hang on right here, we are going to get a death cross between this 50 and this 200. Now this is not usually a substantial death cross here, right? This is usually has the opposite effect. And when you come over here, look, so here's our death cross here between the two same moving averages. And the price came back up into it, right? Well, no, I take that. It died hard right there. Let's go over and find where the 200 crossed over the 50. 200, 200, 200, 200. All right, there it is. So last time the 200 crossed over the 50, it was a golden cross. So we haven't seen the 200 cross over the 50 yet. So I'm not sure what this is going to do. I'm not sure how much power this MA is going to have right here, but in about 2 minutes, about 1 minute, we're going to find out. So this thing is going to cross over. So we are going to have a death cross on our 2 hours. Now, once again, I don't know how substantial this is going to be, but I will be looking for a climb back up. And let's go over here. We're going to select this. So if we just, let's say we just bounce up right here where we're at, right? 700 points puts us up there, right? Let's say we bounce from down here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. So we bounce from down here lower. See what I'm saying? See, and then if we do make it all the way down here, and this was kind of be my low right here. There we go. So we just started a brand new candle. All right. So something, you see what I'm saying? It just depends on how far. Now we could just totally bounce from right here. And a bounce from right here would put us up to, where is that? Bounce right here put us up to 7,500 range. But I think what would happen is we'd come up and we would actually test this, these two moving averages. Now look, these did not cross over right here. So you guys see that this did not cross. Look at that. We did not get across right there. Okay. So we did not get across. Look at the candle we closed out on the 12-hour. Very bullish candle. We closed out in a hammer candle. So this is a bullish candle on the 12-hour. Let's go over. Let's take a look at our let's go over and take a look real quick here. Actually, let me go. I want to do this. I need to do this for the members. I want to go back over here. Sorry guys, I need to do this for the members area. And where is it at? Just make sure I have the all right. Come on. All right. Let's go over. Let's just run through these candles real quick. So this is a very bullish candle we just flipped on right here on the 12-hour. Let's go over to the daily. Big spinning top candle, right? Little heavy on the top side, little heavy on the top side. So that doesn't give me a lot, but look at this. It's just on the 50 MA right here. Right, it's just on the 50. Just came down. Look, we tested support once, got rejected. Tested support again, got rejected. Closed the day out above the 50. Starting our trading above the 50 here. Okay. Let me bring up. I do not look at this. I don't have TD. I just want to bring the TD up on this chart real quick. All right, we are on a green, red 8. Now this is a potential reversal candle. So if this came back up, there's a lot of resistance right here, 7,200. But this is, yeah, okay. I just want to look in here. There's a lot of resistance right there. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour is, nope, look at that. Another death cross, bear cross. Did not complete. So we've got 2 bear crosses that are like going to happen within the next 4 to 12 hours. We've got this 4 hour bear cross. We've got that other bear cross. This one's sitting at 7,200. So we've got a lot of support up the 7,200 range. Here's the 6 hour. 6 hour, nothing helping here. Massive. Look at this candle. Very bullish candle here. We came down and we created a we called this out. We came down and we created this right here. Let me show you. This actually went just like this. All right, we created this. So we came down and created this triangle like this. Right, came down, created this triangle, fell out from the bottom of this triangle. Right now, I am going to adjust this triangle. Right. Yeah, so we have a very bullish candle right here. Okay, so now I've adjusted this triangle. Now, what I need to be looking out for here is, where is this gonna go, right? I mean, that's another question. Where could this possibly go getting up here? And one of the things I would do is I'd come over here and I'd plop a line down right here. I'd try to line this up. Looking for some kind of a target. If I was looking for an A, B, C, D, E kind of a pattern right here, I'd be looking for something to happen like this, right? And then this, and then that, right? So now if I were to get into a trade right here, this is a pretty easy trade setup. So you'd be looking to break the wedge. You'd want a long, breaking the wedge, right? But you'd need a confirmation of that, right? So you'd want to really get a confirmation of breaking the wedge. And for me, I would want to probably wait until it broke here before I would really start to look at, I mean, you could get a little frisky there, but, you know, breaking this previous candle close right in here would be a good longing opportunity that would get you back up here to the 7,400 range. You know what I'm saying? That's going to get you back up into this range up here for a bounce. Okay, so you'd be looking for something like this. If this did break long here, you would break out something just like that. Okay, now you got to be careful, because you're going to be looking for this A, B, C, D, E pattern in here. This is what I'm going to be watching for, right? A, B, C, D, E, right? So you're going to be looking for A, B, C, D, E is a failure wave. So this is what I will be watching for. Just want to confirm. Now you got to be careful here. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get caught up in a bad trade, unfortunately. All right. Sorry, got to go over. Right, and then at the same time, if we saw rejection, so we're going to be looking for rejection off the wedge top for a short, right? So you're going to be looking for a rejection off of the wedge top here, looking for a short play down into here. And then what you want to do is you're going to be looking for a looking to increase your shorts down here, right? And we're going to put breaking the wedge. All right, so here's how we would play this particular. This is how we would play this. Come on. This is how I would look to be playing this particular thing right here. And there we go. All right. Now remember, this can end on this right here. So let's kind of break down in here and see if there's any sign of any other resistances right in here anywhere. Nope. 4 hours right there. 6 hours right there. 12 hour has, look, there's, so look, here's 12 hour. Your 12 hour is right at the top of that wedge right there. So there's your 12 hour right at the top of that wedge. You have no other strong levels of support there. So let's go down to the daily. Now the daily's way up there. So there's some heavy, this is going to be some heavy resistance up here also. Okay. And look at that. Look at that. So you kind of got a double. You've got a bunch of resistance up top there. Let's look at a 2-day because I think we're probably on another 2-day candle. Yep, look at all the resistance up there. 3-day candle. There's your top right there for the 3-day 7,200 range. Is this a new candle? Give me 1 second. No, it's not a new candle. So this candle has not closed out, but that's a, gotta watch out for this candle. It's a pretty wicked, it's definitely not a new candle, so that candle's still looking to close out. Let's go over on the 2-day. So it's a brand new 2-day candle. And look at this spinning top candle here, okay? So the spinning top candle on the 2-day is definitely a reversal candle. Now this is calling for a reversal and or a pending reversal. Okay, so you got to watch out because this thing, you know, come back up. On your 2-day, look, you are going to have a death cross now in 2 more days. So this didn't cross. 3-day, nothing happening, nothing that can help us with. We still got a full day to close this thing out. And then here's the big elephant in the room right now for me. You've got this massive shooting star wedge up here. I mean, you got this big... what do you call it up here? You got the big golden bear death cross up here, and that's what we got. Give me 1 second. Of course, there's somebody knocking on my hotel room door. Hold on. And of course, the maid shows up now, right when I'm doing my show. All right, so and then you've got this death cross right there. There is the death cross. It did cross. Now, let me explain to everybody this thing. This thing does not happen immediately. This is a whole candle. This can play out anywhere in this whole candle here, right? You know, you don't gotta. You know, this doesn't have to be. This doesn't have to happen right away, right? So look at when this one hit on this candle right here, this kind of hit the same time. You did get this massive drop down here. Now, we haven't had any death crosses here. Look at this, you know? And this is the worst chart to be doing this on too, Binance, right? Binance is by far the absolute worst chart I could be on. Showing you guys this, I should be on Phoenix or something else. But this death cross right here, now this does not have to play out as this price just falls out. The price can come back up into it, try to get back up into it. Then the power of the death cross kicks in. I always tell people the death cross is delayed so that then this thing can start to fall out here, right? Now, look, when this death cross happened, okay, you had a pretty substantial drop, right? And let me show you this. And, you know, if people don't believe in the power of the death cross, take a look at that right there. That was a 2,000 point drop, 2,087-ish, right? Give a few points on that. This is a 2K drop with a death cross right here, okay? So the death cross was not on this candle. The death cross is now on the candle we're on. It's on the following candle right here, right? So you can see that this death cross lined up perfectly with this candle. This one happened after this week had closed. Okay, so this is a new death cross starting a new candle. This whole week right here fell 2,000 points. So we all have to be very, very wary of what we're looking at and what we're planning here. I know a lot of people are calling for a lot of moony moons, and I see a lot of TA people out there calling for some mooning. Now, I have to say there is only one thing right now that can change the pattern of this death cross. That is the ETF getting approved and the ETF news. So another very, very fabulous fact you're all going to be super excited about today is the 6th. Which also is a turnaround date for us in the history of crypto, right? So you see, look, it came down, hit this. This is, where is this? This probably turned around right about the 6th, right? Came up, fell down for a whole month, turned around, came up. I mean, it's crazy how this thing falls and rises. Now, if you look here, this was 2 months of a drop. This was 2 whole months. So this came down to the 6th. And then it just kept going, right? So this is a 60-day drop. Now, this is possible. We have been up here at the top, right? So we're up here at the top, and we've started to fall. Now, we have definitely started to fall way before the 6th, right? We've definitely started to fall way before the 6th has taken place. And this can be much easier seen if you go out to the 3-day charts. So the 3-day chart shows this much better. So here's that 9, that perfected 9, 9, 9. This showed this all really well here. Now the last time we came down here, got into the middle here, here you go, 6, 6. This was 6, 6 right here. We came up, and we just came up right here, and we were like, okay, let's see what happens. And then it just completely fell out, right? A lot of people thought this was a reversal. And on the 6th, this was going to take off. I was one of the few that said that's not happening. We're going down more. And sure enough, I had been shorting the crap out of this all the way down. So here we are again in the same scenario. Now, I'd like to point out that it's usually not the 6th that gets me. You know, I like to wait until between the 9th and it's usually about the 9th we really start to take off in that whatever particular direction. So if you look right here on this candle right here, this one took off on the 10th. Right here, this long candle took off on the 9th right there. And so, you know, you do have a few days. We have a few days for this to pan out. Now, go figure that this is also going to take place on the 10th, which is my target between the 9th and the 12th for the true movement. And that movement will coincide with the ETF announcement, right? Go figure, no Illuminati conspiracy there whatsoever. Don't try to connect any dots. Wink, wink. But here, you just look, we are not on a 9. We started a brand new 3-day down. Okay, let's take a look at our weekly. We're on a green 4 on our weekly. Okay, so we are on a green 4 on our weekly. This is not a good candle to be in right now. This is a very bad candle to be in right now if we are headed south. Okay. If we are headed south right here, this is not the candle you want to be sitting on, a green number with a lot of downside. Now, if you do look on our charts at what we do have below here, right? Right, so we do have a lot of, oh, where's all my stuff down here? Hold on a second. There's all my stuff down here. It's crazy. The heck? Did I blind that out? Where did that go? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Jeez, I'm like losing it right here on this laptop. Okay. I was looking for my, sorry, I was looking for, all right, there we go. There it is. It's just way up there. All right, so if you were to come over here and look at where your RSI is right now, okay, on the 3-day chart, we're really high up here, okay? We're really high, and I always say the worst place to be is in this core area. These are the worst places, and you can see up on this chart, when we fall from the middle with the big falls here. Look at this big fall from the middle, dump, from the middle, dump. right? This was not the big fall. Yeah, we fell good here. Okay, well, this is a pretty good fall, right? But the really good fall happened right here. This was the really good fall. It didn't happen here. This was the meaty fall right here, right? When we fell, the meaty fall happened from here, and then it just tanked. Look, and it got back up here into the center, and then this is a real tank, right? Really deep dive. Same thing. Got all these were in the middle, fell far, in the middle, fell far. You know, we like to climb back up here into this middle section and then start our drop down, right? We like to start our descent down. Okay, this is the dangerous part to be in here. We're going to go over and take a look at our daily. All right, so our daily, look at that. We're on an upswing on our daily, trying to rally here. Okay, we're trying to pull a rally here. We are deep. We're at 41 RSI. We dropped all the way down to 40. When you get down here, you got to watch out. There's a lot of rejection right above this. You know, in this 45 to 47 area, there's a lot of rejection up in here. And we've got a long way to come back up here, which I think is totally possible. You know, we can get a little kick back up here and then fall out for the rest of the way. Now, if we were way down here on the daily on our RSI, I would be boom shakalaka, cheer, 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 go, bull, go. But this is just not where we're at. We are in the danger point, right? Let's pull us down our 12-hour. Now, our 12-hour RSI is definitely deep, okay? Our 12-hour RSI chart is extremely, extremely deep down here. But the 12-hour RSI also has room to go, okay? There's a lot of room to go here on this 12-hour RSI. So we've got to be careful, once again, down here because we can bounce around a little bit here, and then we can also take a super far tank down. Now, we haven't done any skipping. And if you guys watch my videos, I call this skipping, where we come down here, and this just skips on the bottom. You stay on the bottom half. Remember where I told you it's dangerous, right? We're going to pull this up to the 1 day. So when you come down here, you see this skipping that occurred from all the way from here to here. This is just called skipping. Okay, so you see what happens. You come down to the bottom and it just skips off there like a rock, and all it does is just drop like a rock. Okay, so everything down in this area is skipping. We haven't done any skipping. We haven't found a bottom. All right, we haven't found a bottom, especially if you come over here on the 12-hour. So there's your 12-hour. We are deep on the 12-hour, but this 12-hour you can expect to see some skipping here along the bottom. Right, and now going this deep, going up doesn't necessarily mean that we go up, because here you see, look, we were down low here, and then we bounced up, and then we bounced even deeper, bounced up, and bounced even deeper. So you don't think that this is over right here, because this is a very dangerous spot right here. This thing can skip on the bottom, it can drop lower, and when I really like to look at my RSI, I really like to go over to the daily. The daily gives me a good direction, below 50 bearish, above 50 bullish, right? It's actually about 55, 54, 55. I get really bullish about 54, 55, and I like to, it automatically triggers me into long plays. I've made money on it. You guys have seen my charts before. So just, you know, let's all be very, very careful as we're trading in this area, because the daily says this ain't over, okay? The daily just says this is tough, right? This is a tough area. We need an announcement right now. We need the ETFs to pull us out of this, to give us a moonshot. That's what we need right here, okay? This is exactly what we need. Look at this. This is back in the day. See this right here? This bounce right here was when all of a sudden you probably couldn't Google Bitcoin on Google and not get a delay, right? Because there were so many other people Googling Bitcoin right here that this was the Bitcoin frenzy, right? This was the frenzy right here. People FOMOing in, all of this, the end of last year. You see the bounce off that right there. Perfect, right? Look at right at the exact same area almost, all right? We need an announcement right now to get this parabolic move up. It could happen. I did put this on Twitter, how I would play this, how I am playing this if this thing does take off. I showed a setup on how you guys could set your trades up in MEX if you're using MEX. trade something that I don't use a lot. Let's pull up and see where we're at. All right, so here is our daily daily MACD. Okay, so here's our daily MACD. Now this is my own. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me confirm this. Okay, so this is a standard MACD chart, right? This does not have my RSI setting on it. So if you are using a standard MACD chart, we have rolled over. We are in the negative. This has a long way to go down, right? Let's take a look at some of the other charts here. Let's take a look at 12-hour. All right, there's the 12-hour. This is, you're on the bottom. This is cycling back up, which is good, right? So let's look. You see this is cycling back up, so that's good. It's been cycling up for a couple candles. And let's pull this. I want to go out to the weekly, see what the weekly is. Man, look at the weekly. So it sucks about Binance. Can't believe I'm using a Binance chart. So here's Binance right here. These were trying to cross. They're now kicking back over, trying to uncross. So that's dangerous. Your 3-day chart, here you go. This is trying to look. This is bad. So this is came up. This is trying to roll down negative on your histogram. You got to be careful here. This thing doesn't like to do the wave pattern here. It doesn't like to, only kidding, and then back up, right? So this is going to take news to pull this dive out of here on just the histogram only, okay? I'm going to push that down. Bring my charts back up. Pull this back up. All right. That's old. All right, so this it's a mess, I know. Let's pull this back down to the 12 hours, probably where I had this mess at. All right. All right, okay. So let me take off half these dang arrows here. I got a mess here. Well, I'll just leave that. I don't use this dang chart anyways. I'm just going to take up these little arrows right here. I'll leave that A, B, C, D, E. I'll leave this trade set up. Now remember, this can end early, remember, but there's your high sign right there. All right. Okay. There's our bubble chart set up. So look at that. We just came right off that purple zone. So look, we just didn't even go down. It's just bounced straight off. So look, man, these bubble charts are so amazing. All right, so right off the purple zone, trying to rally, headed back up into a rejection area. Now this is all these strong rejection areas up here, okay? It's so funny. I was like, where's the bounce? Can we hold this? This is a pretty good bounce right here too. So turning over on a purple area, right? So I've been asking, where in the hell is this bounce at? All right, let's go over here and take a look. So I had us coming up. So we did come up. We came up right here. This long wick. It's hard to hear you go. So look, we came back up. We hit this area. I had a target bubble there. We fell back down. Once again, this looks like a wedge still. Be very careful. I still think you can come up here, test this, fall back down further. You got to be real. This is a tough trading area. This thing has got to break through. Look, 12 hours. You got that death cross right there. Yeah, let's. I would have to say that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. I'm gonna have to say, let's do, so this line moved. Still got all these support lines down here. They are moving up, so it looks like these support lines are moving up. I'm going to draw out this, I think is going to play out possibly. So we got one of two things. Okay, actually we're going to leave that support box on. So I'm going to put this right like this, because I think this is where this is all going to play out right here. I don't think it's going to go that far, so we're going to put it like that. Then we're going to bring over our A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D. Oh, come on. A, B, C, D, E. Okay. So there's that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this arrow. If this breaks free, we have our target right here, right? So if that breaks free, we now have our target. Okay, so we're looking for the break. And I'm going to say the wedge break here is I mean, I think it's going to be, well, the 12, let's go here. Let me go find this 12-hour. Nope. 2-day. Nope. 3-day. Nope. Weekly. Nope. 6-hour. Nope. 12-hour. All right, so I think the wedge break is going to be somewhere over. Let's just call it 7,100. So my wedge break be up in here. So the wedge break is going to be like 70.50. So 70.50 to 7,100, and then the target would be the 200 MA. Would be the 12-hour 200 MA. Or the, I know we got more. It's the next target is 7280, which is, okay, so this target is going to be 7460. So we're going to call this target 2, 7460, and then we're going to have target 1. Would be target 1 would be 7280, 7280-ish. Okay, so there's our two targets for a bull break here. Now, if this gets rejected, our target would be, my target to break this would be 6809. 6809 to test. Okay, let's make that a lot smaller. Okay, so I'm gonna make this smaller. So this would be our two target areas. Bink, bink. Okay, I still think if we come down here, it's gonna bounce higher, but let's pull this off. Doesn't look like it. Yep, this is still totally fine. It's still viable. Okay, because this comes up, bounce, bounce, bounce. But this will do something more like. This will do something more like that right there. Okay, so we had the massive support down here. We broke this, but we never were able to close below 69.41, right? So this is, look at all this. I said this is previous massive support for the bulls, break this in big trouble, but they were never able to close and open a new candle below that. They were able to wick it. They were not able to break it. And that's it. So they couldn't. Listen, they just couldn't get down there. They tested it and tried, failed. So it looks like this is much higher right now. And I'm going to run through this real quick, okay? So the 12-hour 100 MA is now at 69.28. 69.28. Okay, the daily, we're going to run over the daily. Daily 50, look, same thing, 69.28. 60, what is that? 69. It looks like 30 something. 69. Oh, all right, 69.57. All right, we're gonna go to the 2-day. Ooh, the 2-day dropped. All right, so 2 days at 68.85. All right. Okay, go back over to 12-hour. All right, still there's the heavy. This is a tough target area up here. I'm actually going to make this bubble a little bit bigger because of this weekly area right here, right? This weekly resistance is super hardcore. Now, you have 12 hours before this death cross happens. You also have this 7 MA here to test. It's got to hold right here. So this is all your support. Where'd my little support thing go? Get back over here. All right. All right. And give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. Sorry. Oh, did that work? All right, cool. All right, okay. Give me 1 second. Let me bring up YouTube here. And all right. Hold on a second. Hold on. What? How come I can't see any? How come I can't see any chat? All right. For some reason, my iPad would not let me see the chat. All right, let's take a look here. Chat. I'm long off the support trend. Yeah. Let's see here, Todd. Yeah, one thing, people, please be careful in ETC when it does hit Coinbase. Be careful, okay? Be careful with Coinbase. Okay, anybody have any questions? Okay, so I know people don't want to see it. I know people don't want to hear it. Okay, so I'm going to reduce this. Let me pull this down right here. Oh God, I couldn't make this chart any messier. Seriously, could I possibly have made this chart any messier? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to fit so much information on these damn charts. I'll do this. I'm gonna do this. Oh, the heck. Oh, you gotta be there. Okay. Oh, that's better. There we go. All right. Darken that up a little bit. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my charts as uncluttered as I possibly can. All right. Okay, where I'm missing one chart. Where'd it go? All right, here we go. Sorry. Okay. There's my bottom target. My bottom target is $49.75 to $5,200. No ETF, right? This is ETF rejection only. So I'll put that on there. ETF rejection, or yeah, rejection only. going to put that down here. I'm going to put this down here. Okay, of course, if the ETFs get approved, then we're just going to have to, all the TA goes out the window. I've already put that in a couple places. So my charts, basically, I think that if we do fall out of here, we will come down here and test. And then, so what I'm basing this on is the this right here. So look, I see how we came down here and tested the 50. Came up here, tested the 50 on the high side. So the 50 got tested here low, got tested here high and low. Got tested here again on the high side, and if this does break the catch spot on the weekly chart, would be down here at 5K, 4,900. So this would be my catch zone down here for this. Now the ETFs take off. The sky is the limit on ETFs. Your next target on the ETFs, and we can put that on there is so ETF approval. I would look for this to be my top target, ETF. And then what I would expect to see is a huge wick. So just go poof, fire up here, and then we get a wick off, and then we get a pretty good correction, and then we go back up again. So this would be my ETF approval up here. Yeah, that's basically what I got here. And let's see. Let me see what I got here. Okay, so here's my MACD with my RSI. So your MACD on the weekly, my chart, like this thing rolls over, this thing gets real ugly. Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's nothing else. I really don't have anything else to add right now. That's it. And it's nice. I can hear the seagulls. I feel like Until 1 Mil right now with all the seagulls flying around in the background. All right, I'm just going to get a rejection for our EMA. Yeah. Okay, so here is a better chart. Let's use this chart real quick, and then I'm going to get off. Go spend some family time. So here is my weekly chart, and so weekly bear cross right here, 2,000 point drop. This was without a bear cross, so we still have not seen the bear cross come yet. So the bear cross has not come yet. And with that being said, then we could, and let me throw a couple, I just want to, for giggles, and I'm going to throw 2 more MAs on here. Let me just, I want to squeeze in the 10. I like to make these like funny colors. Yeah. I'm going to squeeze this in as the 20. Just want to see where these things would fall right here. No help. So look, last time the 10 and the 20 crossed right here. It doesn't really help me out, but you did get a massive bear cross. 10 and 20 are really spread out right here, but look, you have the 20 camped at 7,500, so that would work as a resistance point and or close to it. See, last time this bounced back up, came up there. Yeah, we got a long way to go in this weekly candle. You know, if it can just sit in this zone right here, this would be great. The good news is this is not set up to turn into be like an inside bear candle or a bear shirami because we are at the bottom. The bad news is this could set up. This is the first candle down. Look, this is a green 3. Look at what happened here. You got the green 4, went to a green 5. The green 5 fell out. And then this next candle flipped into a red candle. So this possibly could flip into a red candle if it dived down. 6K would be your possible target right here. you know, 6K range. But I'm telling you that my ultimate target would be the $5,000. And we're going to go back in time. We're going to take a little trip back here to see the last time that we were fortunate or unfortunate enough. So here's the last time we had this same cross. There's the, so you had a bunch of crosses all happen right here, all at the same time on the weekly. So you had your 10 and your 20 did play out. Your 7, your 30 and your 50 and your 7. So you had a supercross here between your 7, 30, and 50. So you did get a massive supercross that did just kill the price. But this is the last time we had something like this take place. This is the last time. And so you see this affected. It still held for a couple days, and then it fell out. I'm sorry, a couple weeks. So you got the cross. There was a delay. And then, so you look, delay, and then it just fell out, right? It's made kind of a falling wedge, falling pennant kind of a shape, and then just completely fell out. We were in much worse shape here on the TD count in 2014 than we are now. Other than that, it's never happened before again. It's just the two lines have not crossed on the weekly at all. And there we are. There's the first time. So, all right, everybody, I am done. I want to say thank you all so much. It's been real. It's been fun. And I'll try to see if I can do this again tomorrow. Peace. This is the Vamp. I am out.